This program is brought to you by Emory University.
For this edition of the Emory Sports Marketing Analytics class, we have a really kind of unique guest for the class, Scott Doyne from Turner Entertainment. Now, the reason Scott sort of is unique in this is Scott's actually coming from Emory. So Scott graduated with an MBA in, what did you say, 2003 or 2004?
Yep,
2003. And I think it's really kind of a unique thing for an MBA from a top 20, 25 school to pursue a career in sports. And so I was hoping that we could just start off with you giving us a little bit of insight of sort of how you went into that area and how you progressed upwards.
Absolutely. I actually started my career in sports television production. So even coming out of undergrad with a sports management degree, this was always sort of my path.
Okay.
I was just on the production path, and at some point I decided I wanted to pivot, come and get a top 25 degree, get the business experience, create a network, and then figure out what I wanted to do from there. And fortunately, I was able to stay on that path. Work in the sports industry.
Well, I think we know that, in the B school world, most students, it's almost cliched at this point, consulting or iBanking with maybe another group going into brand management. And so how did you find a way to even sort of start into this? It's sort of a very different career path or job search?
I don't even know if I realized how different it was. I was younger then. But at the same time, I knew it was a specialty area. I knew there wasn't on-campus recruiting for the industry. I did broaden my search, just to sort of expose myself to companies that were related, whether it be, set-top box manufacturers, larger media companies, wireless companies at the time, like Singular was around. So there was an opportunity to sort of do something related, but maybe more traditional. But my passion was really in sports management.
Okay. And so, Scott, where are you right now? I mean, I've read your title, and I don't, being someone pushing 50, I haven't kept up with all this stuff. Manish is better on this stuff, of course. You are in charge of the digital platform for the NBA. Do I have that right?
Right. So NBA Digital is a joint venture between Turner Sports and NBA, the league office. So we work together to run NBA TV, NBA.com, NBA League Pass, the mobile products. It's a joint venture, and I'm in a business function in that group.
And so, is that a function that is sort of? Are you a profit center? Are you a revenue center?
Absolutely. It is wholeheartedly a business. It's a business and a brand. So one way we work with our league partners, because Turner Sports partners a lot with different associations, is not only do we run a business, but we are running the league branded assets. So we take that part seriously, and there's a brand value associated to that. There's a integrity and authenticity that has to be part of that, regardless of the business metrics. So we feel like we're shepherds of that as well.
Okay. So are you more concerned about, let's say, monetizing those assets, or is it still, because social media is such a new thing, that it's still about eyeballs and clicks and followers and likes?
At the core of it, particularly in my role, I do look at traditional business metrics a little more often, but given that is this partnership, it's an all boats shall rise situation, which is if we're doing things that help grow the sport, grow the league globally, and some of those things may not be as attached to short-term business metrics, then that will be good for us long-term as well.
Okay. I'm going to ask you one final question. This one's more for fun than anything else. Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
And so how do you view Charles Barkley's brand as part of that TNT panel? I mean, it's sort of all-encompassing, right? The personality is so big.
It's difficult to comprehend, but he is everything that he shows on air. He's multidimensional. He's authentic.
Well, it's great for him too, right?
He hides his analysis in humor, whether you know it or not. His relationships are so strong, inside the sport and outside, even with fans. It's really amazing to watch him work.
Great. Thank you very much, Scott.
Sure.